You know, it can be a challenge, but technology tries to stay one step ahead of criminals. Now, we've all seen banks and credit card companies add a chip. That's to improve security and on the credit and debit cards. But does that device with EMV technology really keep consumers safer? The new chip credit cards were touted as being safer and more secure since they integrate EMV, which is EuroPay, MasterCard, and Visa, and PIN technology, meaning that not only must the user have the chip associated with the credit card, but he or she must also have the right PIN to use the card.
We introduce features into the card that make them more difficult to copy. The bad guys get more sophisticated and start to copy them. So we introduce a new generation of cards so that they're more difficult to copy, and then the bad guys will figure out how to copy them. So it's just an ongoing escalation of the technology.
Mike Curtin of Interhack says the current generation of cards with chips can be defeated.
It's harder to duplicate the chip. You have to have more sophisticated manufacturing mechanisms available. You have to have more information that you are able to get to be able to encode the right data onto a chip for it to be used. So that doesn't mean that it's impossible to break. It just means that it costs more to fake.
All that can sound pretty ominous to the average consumer. So with today's technology, what can you do to protect your credit card information and prevent fraud?
Don't leave your cards out. Don't leave your wallet out. Don't give your cards away willy-nilly. Don't use debit cards. Don't have a million of them. Use only the ones, or have only the ones that you're going to use. Make sure that you watch the accounts and control access to the cards. Your job's done.
You got to be diligent with your records. Another way the criminals exploit the chipped payment cards is by using stolen cards at retailers that have not yet implemented the chip reading equipment in their payment systems. Curtin says debit cards should never be used. If you are ever a victim of credit card fraud, you are only held accountable for the certain dollar amount. But with a debit card, your entire amount can be cleaned out. So it's a job to try and recover your money if that does happen.